Well, that song was just about perfectly timed. Let's see if this works. Okay, and oh no, not at all. Nope, it completely reset. That's fun. Well done, OBS. I've noticed this thing when I adjust certain video properties. The whole thing goes to shit. But then again, I mean, this is, I'm going to be honest with you, this is going to be a shit show. I mean, it's a good thing there's no one watching. It's only Friday night. Got so many other things you could be watching now. But, no, tried my best. Today has been one of those very special days. Now, my birthday's tomorrow. I turn 37, huh? And I realized I'm beginning to show my age to myself. Woke up today to hear a dog barking. I know the dog. So I yelled for him to shut the fuck up. And he did. And I realized, wait a second. I don't sleep well enough to where a dog doesn't bother me. All day, though, it's been one attempt after another to actually put a show together, to come up with some good jokes, to find some good bits. The weird thing is, I think I'm succumbing to that numbness, that overall sense that there is so much absurd and ridiculous shit going on that it's impossible to find anything extraordinarily funny about any of it, because as much of a joke as you could make about any given thing, it's only going to get worse. But then I realized, maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm starting to show my age.
I'll be honest with you.
What the fuck is going on with this?
I'm kind of retarded.
Oh, yeah, once again, OBS, yeah. It deleted all my settings. That's fun. Let's see if I can fix this live. You know, like a real streamer. There we go. Oh, that's better. Goodbye, Secret Studio. I'm breaking the goddamn fourth wall here. I can't have that. But let's take a look and see who's hanging out tonight. Okay, Lester Saints Discord rated with a party of 6. Dean is here. Bald Bag is here. Of course, Futternut is over in the YouTube chat saying that the music which played was sucked. Yes, I like that it's copyright free, but I've been playing techno acts since this fucking show began. And frankly, I think that would possibly be one of my favorite tracks from him. You Can't Hide From Me. Yeah, I'll just drop it. You know what? I'm going to drop it in the chat. That way you all can go and check it out, including you, especially you, Futternut. I want you to put this on your gym mix. I want you to go and hit that elliptical with every ounce of your being, and I want you to do it listening to techno acts and realizing, I could call this now. That's what I call music, volume 2020. And you would be free to do so, because he doesn't want money. I have a feeling that last statement was probably a bit untrue, but beyond that, another source of distraction came when I was actually trying to format the show today. I sat down, nice quiet place, had a beer, and was going over things to figure out. Now, I forget from time to time that even if you sit very far away from anyone else, especially actually if you sit obviously like privately, like you're trying to get away from people, here in Manchester, someone is going to come and ruin your day. I'm hard pressed to say that he looked like a methed out version of the lead singer of System of a Down. But he was very typical Manchester, grody beard, missing teeth, sleeveless shirt, sits down a table away while I'm trying to write and Bro! Hey bro, what are you doing? I'm trying to write. I respect that. I'm a gangster. I grew up here. And I'm figuring I can tell. That went on for like a half an hour. Like, what are you working on? I'm trying to put a show together. Oh, you're a musician. No. I'm a shitty comedian and a late night host. Oh, I respect that, bro. Well, so all in all, every attempt I made today, to a certain point, failed in respect to me trying to make a real show. So, given that it's the last day of me being 36, and also, once again, it's genuinely difficult to, really find anything particularly absurd, ridiculous, or funny when everything every day is goddamn ridiculous and funny, I figured, fuck it, I'm just gonna hang out. So, with no further ado, I'm just gonna drag Edindro in here. He's going to show up. Now, Edindro, I do want you to know that you were my second choice after Doug Stanhope, who periodically responds to DMs, but not in this case.
Who the fuck is Doug Stanhope?
I'm glad you feel that way.
I was like genuinely asking. What's up, Nick?
I'm surprised you don't know his work. You would fucking love it.
I might.
You will.
I don't know names.
You will.
Well, I mean, I might know him.
Yeah, you probably know his shit, and you're like, oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
The cheap suits,
I'm
drunk on
Google him
vodka.
Right now. How you spell that last name?
Stanhope.
Stanhope.
Yeah, I was
Familiar.
thinking.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I know him. Yeah, I do know him.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he agreed.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, he's actually hung out in the Discord here before. We watched his special together a few months back, and like he agreed, and we've talked a few times. He's like, yeah, I'd love to be on your show. It's just I can't commit a day or anything in advance. You need to catch me like a few hours before you go on, and if I'm available, I'll be down. Well,
that's a weird fucking guy to be second fiddle to, man.
Are you proud? Do you feel good?
No, I should be ahead of that fucker. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I should be your first choice.
Yeah. Thing is, it's like you never made a special that Netflix rejected because.
Do you know who I am?
If you made a special, Netflix would say we're all about it. It's a dog that tells comedy, and like, no, actually, you know,
I ended up with the same amount of content on Netflix.
Yeah, it's like Vermin Supreme saying, "I beat Herman Cain." Yes, you did.
What's your so tomorrow's your birthday? Is that what I heard?
Yeah,
I was trying to listen in.
Oh, I was hoping it was Sunday because like I thought it was Sunday. This is how little I pay attention. I mean,
birthdays matter so little that you could just say it's Sunday.
Well, I love how they go from like, when you're a kid, they're like the big holiday that's all about you. And then you get into your teens and you're just kind of glad you're a little bit older to being able to move out on your own, and because you think that's going to be great. You're an idiot, but what do you know? And then you get into your 20s and it's just an excuse to party, and then you get into your 30s and you start noticing.
And you don't remember. Like literally several years within my 30s, I forgot that it was my birthday.
Yeah, early 30s, like early 30s.
If it weren't for Facebook, I'd never know.
Yeah, it's it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those things. Early 30s, you're like, oh shit, yeah, my birthday's coming up. I'm gonna be older. That's cool. Maybe I don't know. It'll give me an excuse to do something, like treat myself, get some food or whatever. And then your mid 30s, it's like, oh yeah, that again. Wow. Seems like it just happened like a couple weeks ago. And then you're late.
Really already?
Yeah, and then your late 30s, you're finally like, oh shit, that's right. That's another year closer to 40. Okay.
What you do is to really freak yourself out. I did this yesterday because I am a little bit older than you, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't. I'm very surprised to hear that.
I am 37. You said 36, right? So
yeah, I'm going to be 37
your last
tomorrow.
Day is 36.
It's my last day as a 36-year-old man. This is the greatest year since last year.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. The big one's going to be 40. What's your 39 is going to be scary because you're almost 40.
Well, that's
obviously I'm predicting this, but I keep thinking about how many years to 50, and it's really not enough years. 50 is the one I don't want.
Well, this is the funny thing. So, like, I have like it's almost like a New Year's resolution, except it's not like an optimistic one. It's more of like an avoiding dread kind of thing. Like, I've decided, like, all right, in my 37th year, I'm gonna unfuck certain portions of my life, right? So, like, I'm gonna learn to, I will sleep regularly again. It shouldn't be a big thing.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I have the same problem.
Oh yeah, no, and I want to finally fucking quit smoking because I'm
giving that up. I'm gonna die of this.
I don't want to say I quit, but like when I moved, I got on a vape, right? And even when I was on that, I could feel my lungs and like my fucking overall oxygen system. It just felt better. I could do things and go to gyms and shit. And when the mod broke, I realized I had gotten on such a steady nicotine dose that I'm like, wow, all right, I'm going to pick up a pack of cigarettes until I fix this, which I didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I was a half pack a day before. Now I'm a pack and a half a day.
I couldn't even do it with the vape. I
Ooh.
quit the vape.
Yeah, well, that's
It
what I
wasn't the
realized.
same.
Like, I gotta get rid of this shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna try putting myself in a self-imposed mental prison, in addition to the one I'm already in. You know, to start this 37th year off, strictly because I'm realizing that window. This is the thing too. When you're in your teens and 20s, you are kind of indestructible. You kind of are. You can,
In a way.
but you can more or less bounce back from whatever bad shit you do, unless it's super extreme.
You just pay for it later.
Yeah, and then you're like your early 30s, you can kind of like, you know, if you want to get healthy, let's say, you can still do that. But I realize your late 30s, I'm realizing the window for me remediating what little, you know, I can of the damage that I've done to myself with my bad decisions and terrible habits is rapidly closing.
Oh yeah, no, I think pretty much all of it is closed. I think we're both fucked.
I try not
if
to.
that cheers you up at all. You'll be dead soon.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, yeah, the idea of being dead soon is like fine on its own, but the idea of
dying
like,
will probably hurt.
Yeah, it'll either be the dying will hurt thing, or it will be simply the fact that like, okay, well, if I'm gonna, you know, like, you know, for all we know, we might get hit by a truck, right?
I'm kind of retarded.
And with that,
that'd be cool.
thank you, Dabblers. I'll check that out in a second. I'm trying to like learn to batch Streamlabs looks, but it's definitely one of these things though. When I come to realize, like, you know, if I'm gonna have to, because I look at my dad, right? He's 70. No, he's 70 now. But if you saw him, you'd think he was like in his mid 80s. Like, he's on his way out.
I don't know the difference between late 70s, mid 80s.
Well, I mean, it's one of those.
You're just fucking old.
Well, it's one of those things when you look at yourself in your late 30s and you realize you look older than half of like the movie stars in their 50s, right? And you're like, that's not just.
And then you find out you are.
Yeah, and then you find out you are. Yeah. But no, I mean,
I'm older than the fucking dictator of fucking North Korea.
Well, we were told, fucking state of New Hampshire told my family that their social services people were like, well, 70 is a rather young age to need assisted living. And I'm thinking, like, is it? Like, is 70 still young to some people?
I don't think so.
No,
I think our generation is dying faster.
Yeah, and I looked at that, and I'm like, well, okay. And then I looked at this old man. I'm like, well, you know, I would, you know, part of me would much rather die before I get to that stage. But the other side is like, if I'm gonna have to drag this shit out that long, I would at least like to be able to make it up like several flights of steps without being winded, or I'd like to wake up in like the early morning and not feel like shit.
Yeah. Do
you remember doing that? I know I did it once.
I'd like to wake up in the like
I can't remember it.
Every morning at like 8:50, so because I can roll out of bed to get to work at 9. That's the earliest I've been up in a long time, just this shift, and I specifically asked for it, so I would have to do that.
Just so you could.
Normal...
Oh, okay. So you asked your job, give me a shift I wouldn't normally want, so that I can, you know, feel better about myself.
Yeah. And they're like, we'll see about it. I got very lucky because they were massively hiring people when they hired me. But yeah, I was like, man, I just want a 9 to 5, dude. Like, I just want to be a normal person for a little bit.
Yeah, it's one of these weird things where, I mean,
quarantine happened and I can't go anywhere.
Well, I realized today too, I've like, you know, it's a weird thing to bitch about, but it was one of the things I was thinking about. Like my brother, for instance. My brother is a very reasonable, well, like, you know, he managed his life well. He owns a house, he's married, he owns a boat, right? And he's not rich, but he's just, you know, like he's
got a boat.
He's got dude's got a boat. He's got a motorcycle. He's got a rat rod. He's living out in the country. He bought a gorgeous house and a big plot of land for super cheap because he played the right angles. Like, he's a smart guy. He got his life together in all the ways you're supposed to. And well, it's funny because I realized that sort of normal Americana life, right? Be it like everything from fucking parenting or like cohabitating with a lover up through like getting a promotion at your job because you do a good job and you're diligent about it. That shit fucking escapes me. I've tried each of those things so many times and failed at every one of them. And then
I never wanted them, most of them. I mean, I like a little bit of normalcy. I mean, the 9 to 5 or the day job anyway. I've been doing that my whole life, so it's like ingrained in me.
Yeah.
And I consider it reliable, even though I've been laid off so many times within the past. But you know,
Oh,
I have.
well, yeah, no.
I have a particular set of skills.
Yeah, you can.
And I can apply those. So even when I lose a job, there's no stress. I don't get stressed out when I lose a job, because I'm just resilient. I know I can bounce back because I'm in a groove.
Well, it's
a part of me now.
Well,
I know how to do a job interview. I know how to get a job.
Yeah, but it's one of the stranger things I realized though. Like as I'm approaching like the age in which my ability to make new decisions for a course of my life, let's say, right?
Yeah.
In your 30s, you can retrain for a thing and have a career. If you like learn a new skill in your 40s.
In your 30s is when people want to try a new career, and it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
I think maybe you're making that sound a little easier.
No. I'm saying like compared to like in your 40s, right? If you learn that new skill, like one of the like I wrote a shit batch of ticker lines, so I didn't even bother putting them in tonight. But one of the lines was, Labor Department suggests subsidizing Skillshare with student loans as part of retraining program, and that just made me sad because I realized that joke about like what are we going to teach coal miners to train? Like, are we going to train them to code? And I'm thinking like, well, fuck it, give them Skillshare. I heard about it on a bunch of YouTube videos. Apparently, you can learn anything there. It's amazing. By the way, this episode tonight brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare. I hope one day they'll offer me a sponsorship. Anyway, but
they always talk about coding. Like, you don't need to code.
Here's the other funny
get a desk job.
Well, here's the funny thing I noticed though is like most of the people I know who took the right sensible path, which of like I'm gonna learn a skill, I'm gonna learn a trade, I'm gonna get like a career, I'm gonna have a home and build a family, right?
Yeah.
Even the ones who've done that successfully, it's funny because I noticed I'm starting to see the middle-age crisis start to creep in on my friends where they think they should have been partying and traveling and doing wild shit and all this weird.
But you were doing those things.
I was doing all those things. I'm like, is my midlife crisis desiring like a fucking 2-bedroom ranch house and a wife?
No, that's a thing. And for me, mine is different. Mine is like, I don't want a family. I don't want a traditional family. I never have since I was a teenager. It's always been I do not want. Marriage I wanted for a little bit, and I got over that. But I never wanted a kid, which made marriage difficult because what woman wants to get married and doesn't want a kid? I mean, I know they exist, but they're rare. And like,
do I want to marry a Swiss watch or a grandfather clock?
And then I dated women, and I realized, holy shit, there's a lot of work. Like, I just kind of want to do my own thing. So I philandered a little bit, and I had my fun, but it wasn't on the level of you. I know that for a fact. It was always moderate enough that I stayed out of trouble by the time I was in and out of jail until I was like 20.
I've never been to prison.
But after that,
I've only been to jail twice, I think.
I was angry as a kid, but I mean, I guess there's a benefit to being such a little shithead, when you're younger, is that you kind of learn firsthand some lessons that maybe some people don't learn right away. That sort of evened out by like 25.
Well, that is sort of the weird thing, though. You feel like that sort of that character from like really like knock on fucking primetime fiction, where it's like you don't know what you have, like you don't want this life. It's like honestly, like if I could go back and I think the greatest regret of getting older and like barreling towards middle age is that like the days in which I could really pull that shit off. Those are starting to wane, Yeah. That's my regret.
You're so much better at it too. Like honestly, I was a real dud with women when it mattered to me the most. At the age that it matters to me the most.
No, I mean women. Women.
I'm just using them as an example, but like I was bad with girls until I learned how to be good with girls. I had a nice little window of that being really valuable, and then it fell off completely because now I'm not pretending not to give a shit. I actually don't give a shit.
Oh, but you'll find actually that this is the thing I've noticed though, is that as I've gotten during my mid 30s, I noticed that women in their mid to late 20s, when they recognize like, okay, he's not trying to not give a shit, he doesn't give a fuck.
If they see that,
a lot of them
usually they're like halfway through the relationship.
No. In my experience, they're usually halfway through another relationship that has nothing to do with me. And then they're like, whoa.
Gina, I don't know if I'm good with girls now, but I think you might. I'm going to break the fourth wall because I'm really chill right now.
There's a fourth wall. I'm looking at the camera while I talk to you.
I play kind of a character on the internet sometimes. I'm just goofing around. I'm just joshing you guys.
Yeah, he's
you guys
actually
have no idea.
He's actually a really sensitive boy. This one.
Yeah. I'm a feminist. You don't know who I am.
But
you
I mean,
know me. Don't fucking think you know me because you don't know me. Okay.
Well, I mean, I could tell you've had like your failures with women on your mind. I was thinking also specifically though the fact that like I used to be able to jump on a series of interstate buses, and I could ride like bus lines for 12 hours, only getting to smoke every like 2 to 3, and I'd get off wherever I was with no plan and be fine. I'd figure it out. I'd sleep in a fucking park if I had to, all that shit. Now I'm thinking, like, could I still sleep in Sunset Park in Brooklyn? Probably, but I'd wake up with back problems, and I wouldn't have nearly the same good time I did then. That's what I think I'm starting to miss, and that's why I'm like, I should have gotten a wife in the house. That way I could just fantasize about this shit I can't do anymore. Uh-oh. I think Ed... Did I drop out? No, he's still here. He's just fucking quiet. Well, let me see. Where am I at time? Well, all right. Well, apparently everything's going quiet on his end. But I'll take a look at the Streamlabs. Do catch up here. Okay, let's take a look. To start it out with, Lesser Saints of Discord rated with a party of 6. Thank you much. Lord Flappy Hat donated $37 for the reminder. Happy birthday! Here's booze money. Thank you. I will probably try and buy a series of bottles to keep at the house, or one. I don't know. Jables, happy birthday with a $100 donation. Thank you, homeboy. That is a bit excessive, but I'll take it. And he gave me a link to play, so I can actually do this really easily because this time I've set it up in such a simple manner.
Many years ago today, something
yes. I'm even willing to give up all of the monetization. Best happy birthday song ever. And yes, I'm willing to play this through because whoever owns this outside of Turner Media deserves the money. Well, I mean, from the ad revenue that the 42 views this video will get will be. that was absolutely worth it, without a doubt. There we go. Still getting used to the buttons on this side. Let me take a look here. Well, all right. I'm bringing Ed back in. Now I'm bringing Jables in. And it's the audio.
Oh, hey. Yeah, so fuck that.
Yeah, you fucked up, didn't you? Thank you, Jables, by the way. That was, and I hope Adult Swim enjoys all of the ad revenue from this episode on YouTube. Enjoy it.
You know, I thought about sending it to you in like a text message or something like that, but I was like, play it on the show. Let him get rid of us. Let him just like get rid of
all that pesky AdSense stuff.
Anyway,
well, the YouTube stream didn't shut down, so I think you're good.
Oh, I think
plus, the guy that created the show actually owns the rights, and he doesn't really give a shit if people like just do individual songs as long as they aren't playing full episodes.
Well, also, you know what? If I get a DMCA claim from him specifically, right? I will contest it on the grounds that it was played as a birthday song for me, and it was that or Happy Birthday. If you want the ad revenue, have it. I just wanted you to know.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should hit him up. Yeah. It's.
Well, I mean, I'm. Ooh, actually, hang on. Wait, I can't.
No, I send that song to all of my friends on my birthday.
Well, I was just trying to think.
So,
I'm. Yeah, I actually think it's the voice of Shake.
Yeah.
I believe he like followed me back on Twitter after I sent him that classic Trump Master Shake mix-up bullshit that I did. I should hit him up on Cameo. Yeah. Just write a short script and be like, "Hey, can I get this from my Cameo?" Sure. What are you doing it for? Like, oh, okay, well, it's because I don't need to do the voice myself.
He doesn't actually talk like that. I don't think. No, he doesn't.
He's not Gilbert Gottfried.
I want to go back to talking about your midlife crisis, your quarter life crisis, and it's not quarter life anymore. I think we're actually.
Oh Christ, no! Honestly, like the way I live, I'm probably well past my like midlife and don't even know it yet. Yeah.
My brain still feels.
He's already over the hill.
Oh yeah, you can tell. I mean,
see, that's not supposed to be the hill.
Sorry, you got 3 years until you're over the hill. My bad.
Yeah, well, is it 40 years? I always thought of over the hill as like 45 for some reason.
No,
well, this is no. In fairness, this is a funny thing because like I too continually push that goalpost. I'm like, you know what? I'm not successful yet, but I will be when I'm 45 now.
You have to go by what life expectation is, though, and you have to cut it through the middle. So we're probably right. We're probably already over the hill. We've probably been that way for like 7 years.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, it's like different classes. There's like different classes of success. Like
life expectancy is going to be 60 real soon.
Oh Christ, for us, yes. The sheer
us,
amount of I mean, well, imagine the here's the thing. I want a spec, like a state I want to see come out. I want to find out how many ex-smokers became chain smokers in the first half of 2020. Like, well, apparently the world's gone to shit. So what the fuck? Why not?
Yeah, no,
Kids,
I worked myself up to like 2 packs a fucking day when I was out of work.
The kids are going to be like that though too. Like I mean,
yeah,
they're out of school. They got to do school from home, which is not great for them. Like working from home is awesome, but like,
hang on, I have an objection here because if the kids have to go, if they can't go to school. They can't see their peers smoking and being cool, and all they have to run off of is what their parents do.
Their parents, yeah, you're right. Now,
yeah, they're gonna be like, "Well, mom drinks too much, and they're both chain smoking."
You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah,
straight edge for
they're
life.
More supervised now.
Straight edge for life because fuck you, mom and dad.
Those kids are gonna be fucked.
Oh well, they already are. I mean, come on. I've got a 12.
They were already fucked, but this is gonna be worse, man. They gotta hang around their parents all the time. When's quarantine gonna end? We need to get them out of this.
No, we're gonna get back to a world of latchkey kids. Also, can I just address something in the YouTube chat real quick?
That's right, you do YouTube too.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Futternut. the worst $100 ever spent? The $100 is a gift. The song was just something that I did to all of my friends.
Yeah, and
So
also,
you go fuck yourself.
no, hang on,
And-
hang on, hold on.
Fuck you,
At least I
Futternut. Get
donate
the
for
fuck
yard,
out of
you fucking
here.
piece of shit.
We
Well,
don't
hang on.
need people like you here,
Oh,
Futternut.
Okay, yeah, but no, I would go in a different direction with that. I would say, Futternut, like, you know, if you can figure out a better song to spend $100 on, I'm more than happy to play it for $100. So, by all means.
Undoomed was in the chat. Did you see that?
Oh, it was Undoomed here.
Yeah, I did see it, dude.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, hello, Nick. What's up?" Then you ignored him. He's probably gone now.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I've got so many chats and so much to deal with my
You're just not a
ineptitude.
good. You're just not a good guy.
Well, if
Well, that's
Undoomed,
what- that's why I'm
if
here. I
here's the
can't
thing, no,
solve
if Undoomed wants to come by and hang out and he's still
Yeah,
watching,
Undoomed. What's your problem? If you're still listening, Undoomed.
yeah,
What's your
just
problem?
just send me a DM on Twitter and I'll send you a link to the Discord and then you'll get to cut the line. It'll be great.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
big
you're supposed to
long
support your
line.
friend. Get in here, or we'll make you feel guilty about
Well,
it.
I haven't talked to I haven't actually like hung out with the dude in a long time.
I spoke to him once a long time ago. I don't think he knows who I am.
No, he's good.
I don't think most people know who I am.
No, he's good people. We streamed a number of times, but
Yeah.
it was funny because like he gave me the same sort of answer as Stanhope did. It's like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I asked him like, hey, you want to be on the show? So I'm like, yeah, except I'm not really sure what day it is anymore. So try and hit me up the day you're doing the show. That way I'll know it's that day. And I'm like, oh, that's right.
And I'll know it tomorrow.
Yeah.
The only time I talked to Undoomed is because I was on a live stream with Magog, Jeremy, and I
Did you just
May or
drop
may
his
not
real
have
name
done my
like you're
dick.
so special?
Fucking Jesus Christ. How many
Everybody knows his real
Doctor
name,
co-hosts do I need to have? Come on.
Mm-hmm. What's his address?
Hey,
Might as well go full tilt.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've seen pictures of Jeremy's property. Jeremy's address is probably like on this road. Go for about 10, maybe 50 minutes.
Yeah.
You'll see it on the side of the road. If you see a guy like burning down a shed because it didn't meet his specifications, that's a safe way. That's a safe bet. It's him. Is he blonde? Yes, very blonde. That's him. There we go.
He's got eye makeup on.
Well, I still love the fact that I can say that I looked stranger than Undoomed in public one time. In that, like, he showed up at a beach with his.
You had no mouth.
No, he showed up at the beach with his full makeup and his robe on, but like with Tommy Bahama shorts. And then everyone was looking at him like, well, okay, that's a bit strange. And then I go hurtling into the ocean in a 3-piece suit, deciding I'm going to fight the Pacific. And like, oh, okay. Hey, weird wizard guy, do you know what's up with him? He's kind of weird. Yeah.
Pretty weird.
I'm glad I could live in that moment, and that moment will never come again because I'm too goddamn old.
Oh, goddamn. Jesus Christ, shut up. You're such a pussy.
You're
It's
such
fine,
a
30
Sharon. Oh my God, you barely have any
look at-
bags under your eyes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you look fine. Plus, you're going to be dead at 60 anyway.
Exactly. It's like
So who
you've
gives
only
a shit?
Yeah, it's like you only got 23 more years. And honestly, like, remember when you were 23? That amount of time, that took a long time, and you had a good, fun time while you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys see
Yeah.
he drew out like a whole layout for the village on his property. I don't know if you guys saw those plans. It looks really good.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I routinely say I hate YouTubers, and I do, but I'll say Magog, like he wants to make a Netflix sitcom, but he doesn't know it yet, and he's already putting in the work. And eventually, it's going to be like, you want to put this on YouTube?
Seems like anybody can do it. So
yeah, it's like I've seen some of what they put out recently.
there's TikTok and then there's Netflix.
Yeah, it's like, can you get Aubrey Plaza for it? Maybe. Well, then you have a show. I said maybe. That's fine.
People will tune in just to fact.
Yeah. Well, it's because he's legit. He hasn't been caught in any scandals yet.
No, he's no.
So-
I mean, he's. I. That's what I like is that he. He's not dedicated. He doesn't want a YouTube channel. He wants to have a show, and he's putting the work and the effort. He's like, I'm just gonna build a goddamn set on my property. Well, okay then.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
let's continue. And he's even told me he's like yeah, man. I mean, if you make your way down here, you could totally stay on the property. But if you could play a character, I'm like, yes. Let's make a version of it's gonna be a mix of Norseman meets what was that fantasy thing that the guy from Eastbound and Down had.
I don't know, but Undoomed is asking for the link, and that's why I wasn't listening to you. So he needs to understand this is a Discord and get
and because it's Discord, that means that you...
and I'll save Nick some trouble. I'll send you a link, Ed.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll send me a link.
Yeah, and then you can pass it on to Undoomed.
All right, you know what? Yeah.
Or
you know what? No,
I
I like this because Jables is actually coming around to the realization that I should.
He's a
not...
secretary.
He's like if I let Nick handle Discord things, it's not gonna work correctly. It never does. So, yes,
you had the wrong Discord link up for months.
Oh, did he?
A year.
Yeah, that sounds like me too. Yeah, I get that. I guess we are old.
Yeah. Sign them.
How old
sign
are you,
of the
Jables?
times.
What's your age?
I put the wrong TikTok up.
I'm years old.
I put the wrong goddamn TikTok up, and all of a sudden now I've got Chinese people DMing me on Twitter asking me for fucking missile codes and shit. I don't get it.
Every American knows missile codes.
Exactly. Well, they're like, the Chinese are like, I bet he hasn't read a full book in 6 months. He's probably in the government. Yeah. So.
Ed, just tell Undoomed to join any voice chat, and then I can pull him in.
I'll tell him clean room just so it's specific.
There we go. Look at this delegation of authority. It's us figuring out the best bureaucracy to make.
Well,
this
we're just
show
trying
work.
to help you not be a fuck up, Nick.
Well, Nick, for one thing, it's your birthday tomorrow. For another thing, I am your community manager. So
To the both of you, I would say I too am a great fan of Lost Causes.
You'd have to be.
I can't tell if that's a dig on you or me. Jesus Christ.
What'd you say?
I can't tell if that's a dig on you or me.
Oh, it's one and the same.
It's how you know your friends are all old too. Yeah. It's like when you make a joke about one of them and you're like, wait a second, that's me too. Hashtag me too.
How old is Jables? I want to know how much I can go talk down to him.
You don't know. In my time, we had Nokias.
When I was your age.
Yeah, and I'm
Pretty
actually
much the same.
42. I just spend a lot of time on Discord.
How old are you really?
42.
No way.
No, he's ageless. He's actually he's
Get
an
the fuck
AI.
outta here, you liar.
Jables didn't exist before they hatched Discord, and he became.
You sound 14.
He's an AI.
Yeah.
That's all it is. He's a fully functional AI developed in Discord organically, which is why they keep trying to suppress it. And
yeah,
makes
okay,
the most sense,
answer.
I'd say.
I'm 27.
You're 27.
Yeah.
10 years younger. What I wouldn't give to be 10 years younger.
Let me tell you, I tried to make a Cheers reference in a joke the other day at the bar, and nobody got it.
That's really fucked up.
Even though what I was watching was reruns.
Exactly, yeah. It's like I didn't even like Cheers when I was a kid, but
Bob
I knew what it
Newhart
was.
show
I said Ted Danson, and they're like, "Is that the guy from The Good Place?"
They don't even watch reruns of I Love Jeannie or whatever the fuck. What was that fucking show called?
What? I Love Lucy?
Was it I Love Jeannie?
No, there was
Jeannie one.
No, of the
I
Jeannie.
Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah.
Was that what it's called? Though?
Okay. Actually, no, I can't say because I remember reruns of I Dream of Jeannie coming on.
This is a straight up old man conversation.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this, but I
love
will.
it. See, you're commiserating over being old, but I enjoy it. I enjoy getting older. There is a sense of authority that comes just with that age.
Yeah, but you've already actually confessed to the fact that like you never really went there with women. You never had yourself the big adventures, and like there's nothing for you to look back on and wish you could
I had
have.
adventures that were my speed. I didn't say I never had big adventures.
No, your thing is like I'm glad I'm not going to prison all the time.
Well, that was the first step. I'm really glad I'm not going to prison.
Yeah, the first step to being comfortable with your age is
I didn't have worldly adventures, but I also never had the desire to travel. And a lot of people don't understand that when I tell it to them. I never had the desire to move around. There's so much in this city, and I just enjoyed the city. Orlando. It's a big, bustling city. For fuck's sake, you've been here.
Yeah, I have.
It's not Florida. It's not the rest of Florida.
I wouldn't know because England is my city.
I don't believe anything you say. And Doom's here.
Oh, thank Christ. Undoomed.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, big
We're
booming
all
voice.
old.
I actually have to turn you down.
Yeah, we're all old now.
All the girls say that.
What's up, dude?
What's going on? Happy birthday, my friend.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, he's just trying to
you know.
he's trying to make these hours last forever.
I'm dragging them out. My mid-30s are about to end. My late 30s are about to begin.
Were you here
There you
earlier
go.
when he was crying like a little bitch about how old he's getting?
Yeah, I watered my I watered my goddamn green onions with that shit because I'm regrowing them because I'm on Instagram now.
That's what old people do now. They grow onions.
I can regrow this. Why would I buy another one?
I like onions. Why don't I just grow them?
I do it with potatoes too. What are you gonna do? Fucking sue me?
You have that moment. Like, you have that moment where you're just like, why don't I just grow shit? I'm gonna try my hand at pickling, like growing cucumbers and pickling them.
My problem
making
is
my own pickles.
Well, my problem is too is like I go back to my old days and like my early 20s were like political radicalism. So what I end up going to is I look out over this sea of black tar mill roofs and I say, and Jables has fucking been like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm like, I need to fucking lobby the city to make gardens on top of this shit so I never have to buy tomatoes again.
No. Your problem wasn't the idea of the gardens on top of the roofs. The problem with your idea was you don't understand how much soil and water weighs.
I don't care.
So you need to
I'm
make
just
breaking points on the corners of the top of the building.
I'm becoming an old man who wants to putter around in a garden. Okay?
That's fine as long as you have the proper.
Dude, you really are going through your quarter life crisis. Like you're really like straight up like.
No, it's a midlife crisis because I'm gonna die when I'm like 57.
Sure. Yeah, we've been through that. Yeah, but like you're gonna be, like you're gonna literally turn a corner here in a bit, where you're just straight up white picket fence. We don't swear in this house.
And then they're gonna be like, you live in an apartment and you're not allowed to put fences up. I know. I get it.
What about at the perimeter?
Is this
Yeah.
the topic of this thing or what?
Oh yeah, no. The whole topic is about
like a little white picket fence door.
I feel like Undoomed wants to bail on this conversation right now. He's like, wait a second, are we talking about feeling older than we actually are? Because I really need to go.
No, I'm
Sorry,
fine. I'm not sure as to what you were talking about. I just heard
Getting
before
older.
that.
What are you,
I
13?
just heard before that you're dissing me about not showing up to your show because I'm an insomniac.
No, I was actually saying that you gave me the same scheduling that like Doug Stanhope and 2 other people have asked me to do, which is okay. I'd love to come on the show, but you need to catch me when I'm around before the show starts, because if I say a day in ahead, I'll do it. I won't remember what day it is, and it's not about being old. It's just about the 2020 has lasted 7.5 years apparently.
It's just that's just me. I'm an insomniac, and I never know what kind of circadian rhythm.
What's
I'm gonna
that
have.
like?
That's true. No, I'm like that. What do you mean? What's that like? I thought you. Oh, you're being. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, there's
So
facial
that
expression.
was no disrespect towards you. I wasn't trying to fucking ghost you.
Oh
I
no,
was just-
no, dude.
yeah.
Honestly, like if I was gonna listen, I mean, everyone here can tell you, like, if I want to talk shit about a YouTube person, I know,
Oh my god! When you want to talk shit about a YouTube person, you won't shut up.
yeah, exactly. And
I know.
yeah, and
It's
you've
not serious.
you've always been my buddy, not just because you are personal friends with George Lucas, and I'm hoping to like really exploit that at some point, but because because
Is that
like
true?
I value
George
your
Lucas has personal
input.
friends?
It's not that I don't listen. I don't use people. You can tell that because I what can I possibly get out of Edindro or Jables at this point? But Undoomed, what's the Skywalker Ranch like?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
It's a lot like the Skinwalker Ranch.
Rad-ass ranch.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, Jables. Did you just say Skinwalker Grant? Because I'm all of a
No,
sudden.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh,
Well, I love that series. It's so stupid.
That's what we need to do. Is like if you really want to be subversive these days, because so many people who are really passionate yet equally stupid go for conspiracy theories. Like you don't even need to like give them like.
But isn't that the problem, though? I mean, I love conspiracy theories.
They're
I love
fucking
ancient aliens.
hilarious.
It's the
Oh,
funniest
ancient
thing
aliens.
I know.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it. And we can't have that shit anymore because it's conspiracy theories. That's bad now. But it used to be something we could just laugh at.
Well, that
Yeah, but I don't
that
buy
I
that.
think
You can
I
still
think
have it.
I no I
They don't go away.
I think I
won't
think that's the
fade
point
away.
though.
Well,
I think hang on. I think that's the problem.
It's got such a bad connotation now that it's.
Well, no, it's because
Yeah,
so
fake
many.
news or
It's
whatever.
because so many people have started taking shit seriously. That like I remember 9/11 Truth when I watched Loose Change back in the day. That
Yeah.
was so cool to watch when I was high.
right.
Because
You know what it is?
because
you know what it is? No, people are ascribing harm to things willy nilly.
yeah,
Like they're ascribing harm.
You
to
know what it
words
is?
It's all harm.
I got it. No, I already know what it is. It's because now weed is legal in so many places, nobody thinks it's worth doing. So nobody's getting high. Nobody's getting high. People are watching Alex Jones stone sober, thinking like it's important because a lot of people
Exactly.
watch it.
Yeah.
And the problem is they're not high when they're watching it. And they're like, oh fuck, you're right. Liz tried raping my wife too.
You don't watch Jesse Lee Peterson sober.
No.
Well, no, Nick, to be fair, I used to be a sovereign citizen.
Oh God.
You used to be that.
I'm just wondering how much of a sovereign citizen he was if someone could take it away from him.
Fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
really?
I had the fucking keychain with all the articles of
Oh,
Confederation.
did you
on
ever
it.
get pulled
Right?
over? Did you ever get pulled over?
Everybody's gotten pulled over. You must have.
No,
Oh
no,
God.
no.
Oh.
I no, never got pulled.
Damn.
I got stopped on the street while riding a skateboard and shit like that. But
Wait,
Did-
hang
If
on.
you got
Did they
pulled
let
over,
you
would
go?
you have the balls? Would you have?
Hang
the
on.
balls
No,
to
I
do
need
those?
I need to find this out real quick because like I hear riding a skateboard, I think 14 or 15. Were you a sovereign citizen when you were 14 or 15, or was this something like you're 25 skating to work because your license is for some reason gone, and then
no, this was between the years of 18 to 20. I was an adult. I had
Still
a
too
job.
old.
yeah,
Still too
no.
old.
If you're not at least semi-pro at that age, it's time to give it to
Get
Goodwill.
off the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Bring it to the
was a
salve.
long
Let him
board.
let him
I was
toss it
just
out to some
around town.
underprivileged kid who can like maybe learn his skill. It's like I'm gonna be an athlete. Oh, you know how to ball? No, I know how to skate.
It wasn't a trick board. It wasn't a trick board. It was a long board. I was just cruising around.
Oh
Oh well, that makes it all so different. Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, yeah.
it fixes everything. I'm sorry.
It's like
Sorry.
do you know what they call a pro longboarder? The manager of the produce section, Whole Foods.
I was gonna say the F word,
No,
but I realized it was unsafe.
Yeah, thank you for
what
not.
they call a pro longboarder is an example for road rash.
Yeah, it's an extreme sport, brah. Have you ever been to the Swiss Alps? Neither have I. But what I'm saying is, like, if you ever longboarded that shit, wow. Did you ever see that Ben Stiller movie, The Life of Walter Mitty? I'm gonna do that someday.
I'm gonna ask for a refund on that $100.
You insulted longboarding, sir. It might not be a sport to you, but to plenty of Scandinavians.
Give me a fucking break.
It's just transportation in some countries.
You know, actually, well, here's the thing I remember is because every so often on, like, you know, the double tail trick boards that everyone had, you'd always get this idea that I'm going to do the luge on a hill. At some point, everyone who owned a skateboard said, yeah, I'm going to luge. And then you find out why you don't do that. And
okay, you got to explain that to me. I'm not a skateboarder.
Yeah, I don't know any of what you're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's a luge?
Because I was cool.
Oh, no, I mean, like, if you were, like...
the luge is when you lay down on your skateboard and you just...
Yeah, and you try to keep your feet off the street as you increase in speed, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, which is fucking
and then
dumb as shit.
Oh yeah, no, it's stupid as
because the smallest rock will fucking catapult you.
Oh yeah, well,
But
even if
you can do it.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is like even I think I kind of wondered. Do you think maybe it was like the younger siblings of the old school 90s skaters who said, let's do a longboard, that way we don't get speed wobbles every time we come to a hill, and hey, we can do a luge and die faster. Because that's the thing,
No,
like
you don't do it. I stood up on all the hills.
Why don't you just get a surfboard and put wheels on that?
not everybody lives near the
That's
ocean.
essentially what a
fucking
longboard
beach
is.
where all the girls are.
Well, I'm sure it's not as big as a surfboard.
Well, that's
No, it's not that big.
well, that's
but
the-
it's-
That would have been awesome, though.
That
well,
would be
that's
pretty
that's
good.
that's
Fucking
Somebody's
big
done it.
wheels.
Somebody's done that.
I'm sure Braille skateboarding has done that. Like,
Yeah.
like a monster truck skateboard.
Oh yeah, no,
An
you just
idea or
get
something.
no. All you do then is you get, and I had a board like this. Before I had a trick board, I had this plank of wood which was shaped in a skateboard fashion, which is basically like a tiny little mini surfboard, and then they mounted roller skate trucks to the bottom of it, and. Yeah, that thing went way too fast because a bunch of my friends, they got the parents bought them like the dope skate rigs and shit, so they got the double-ended skate that's a wide board that it's not meant to go super fast and you can stop. We all went down this one hill. And
Wearing Jinkos and airwalks.
I had billabongs on, I'll have you know.
I hated you kids. I hated you kids so much.
Yep. And we went down this hill, and all my other friends were able to, various ways stop their boards. I didn't, this was a flat plank of wood with roller skate trucks and well-lubed fucking wheel bearings. This thing just shot straight down this hill. And I had to just ride it out and not fall off. I didn't get speed wobbles like most skateboards do because they're not meant to go super fast. This thing wasn't meant to do anything. It was constructed in a guy's garage, and I'm like, I got a skateboard now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I coasted for about a half a mile before I finally slowed down to a point where I could kind of jump off the board and speed run to make sure I didn't fall on my face. And yeah, it was absolutely terrifying. And this is what I think the youth of today are missing. They're all on the TikToks, and the biggest fear they have
I'm
is
glad we
having
could bring this back to moralizing.
Chinese. Yes, I'm getting older. This is what I do.
I was
now,
fucking waiting. I want to complain about kids now.
well, no, this is the great thing is modern moralizing is you kids need to endanger your lives more often.
Yes.
Your parents.
Well,
Yeah, all right. Nick, I sent you an image. I had a board like that. That's not the exact same board that I had, but I
That
had
was
a
not
board
the
like that.
Oh, Dina Dual. If you're drinking Tecate, yeah, you can shame me about drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon.
What the fuck is Tecate?
It's a Mexican
Oh,
Pabst
whoa.
Blue Ribbon.
What?
Oh, Tecate is it's
what?
the lower middle class of Modelo or Corona.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's the Mexican Pabst. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
Mexican PBR basically.
Only every Mexican beer is absolute trash, so it must be awful.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah. By the way, Nick, tonight for your birthday, since I don't know if we're going to be talking tomorrow or not, I'm drinking in
Wherever again.
Imperial from Pyramid Brewing.
Oh.
And it's quite tasty.
Well, I'm glad you're drinking on my behalf, Jables.
Didn't you used to do like Nick? Didn't you used to do beer stuff?
Oh
like a
yes,
beer blog?
no, I am absolutely the story of a fallen man. I used to get paid to
You
drink.
are a certified beer reviewer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're a
actually,
beer
no.
reviewer.
I am a cicerone, which is basically a sommelier for beer.
What are all these made up words, Nick?
It's a lot of French shit, really.
What's all this pretentious horseshit, Nick?
Yeah, no, exactly. I used to survive. I used to get like paid for my pretentious reviews of beers, in which well, no, there was one. It was a
Counting
Belgian.
all those.
It was a
pieces of
Belgian triple, my favorite ever, and I kind of caught some flack for this, but not as much as I wish I had. It was a Belgian triple from a brewery called Clown Shoes, and the beer was called Tramp Stamp. And so I wrote this. I wrote. I don't know if you've ever had a Belgian triple, but it's a.
I've had Belgian beers. I don't know the difference.
Well,
I just drink it.
this is like a hazy.
I've had beer.
This
yeah,
is
beer.
what
tastes like
yeah.
shit, but I get happy afterwards.
Yeah, we're talking like a very hazy, like 10 to 12% beer, right?
Yeah,
And
That's like wine.
yeah, but it doesn't.
they get that way too at those
Yeah.
those hipster bars that you go to. And
Well,
you're
that's
like,
the
you can't
great-
smoke in here. Then what's the point?
Well, no. Well, I had this one. It was called Tramp Stamp, and I wrote the entire thing like it was a Playboy letter to the editor, where it was like she slipped out of one, outfit into another, and then in parentheses, bottle into the glass, get your mind out of the gutter, just for the cushion. And the entire review was basically written about some weird girl I'd met with a tramp stamp who
I knew it. I knew you fucking faked this shit.
She was yeast. Okay, let me give you all an
Your whole
inside
career
track.
there was,
Shut
like,
the fuck. Like, no.
Amazon
I'm
reviews.
gonna give everyone an inside track as to what any product reviewer out there does about the product that they review.
I know exactly what it is.
They make shit up.
They make shit up. You can't be a connoisseur. Wine tasters, whiskey tasters is the fucking most hilarious thing.
Yeah.
Watch the
All
whiskey
those fucking
tasters.
things, all the
wine-
things they can taste, like it tastes of honey and peach.
I
and
get
like,
it.
shut the
Wine-
fuck up.
Nope.
It tastes
Yeah,
like
wine-
whiskey.
Nope.
Wine
Nope.
tasters are the worst.
Nope.
Wine
Nope.
tasters are the fucking worst
Nope.
because it's
Yeah.
already been proven that wine tasters can't tell the difference between a $100 bottle of wine and the
Oh my
$2.
god. the
Well, no,
fact that
I've-
they're
I've-
that means they believe it.
Listen. I've reviewed wine, and I even reviewed it in that. I reviewed it in that context. Whenever I would review shit, like the worst is reviewing IPAs, and it's not because you're like making shit up to try and make it sound good. You are actually just desperately trying to come up with analogies to describe your experience. So when I
Which
said,
is hard to do. Yeah.
I
mean,
said
it's-
I said one time, and this was a positive review of an IPA. It was a double IPA, and this is a bit like drinking cat piss out of an old tennis shoe.
now you have to make it sound good.
No, and I did. I had 400 words left, and so I did that. And
Yeah.
that was a
Well,
compliment.
it has,
You're
like,
such a
17
whore.
IBUs.
No,
It's always been so antithetical to me to
No,
sit
no.
there and think and try to describe the taste of something that's better when it tastes worse.
that's well, no. It's the weird thing though, is because if you're actually speaking to somebody who like drinks a lot of IPA, like you can make that shit up, but while you make it up, they will know what you're talking about. Because like I've described certain IPAs I really liked as like it's kind of like bashing your face into a bag of lawn clippings, and that was a compliment,
Well,
And-
yeah, for the
That's-
career
that's-
alcoholic,
That's Spacehead IPA out of Elysian Brewing.
you got to think of it from the perspective of someone
Listen, I
who
described
just
I
failed a.
I described a bourbon barrel aged stout one time because it was like this shit looked like used motor oil, and I said that it looks like used motor oil when you pour it into your glass, but as you stare into it and sniff it and consider taking your first sip, you sort of start reflecting on all the bad decisions you made as that inky void leaks into your soul, and like yeah.
It should have been called Black Void IPA.
I need to make one of those, except I don't know how to brew
Stare
beer
into the
yet.
void,
Yeah,
you
see?
fuck.
Okay, there's one beer that I feel was appropriately named. and that's a 9-pound porter. It's from Georgetown Brewing Company, and it's a porter. It's chocolatey and has a slight coffee taste, but it's porter. Mm-hmm. And you will gain 9 pounds after one night of drinking it.
Oh, it's called. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's called 9-pound porter. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was just a 9-pound porter.
CJ, well,
that's how little I know about beer.
This kind of bullshit is this kind of shit is what I got paid $500 or more a month for by Defy Media. And what I love too is like everyone's like, why don't you still write beer reviews? And if anyone's familiar with the like online media market. Yeah, I'm like, well, I worked for Defy Media, and after I got laid off and the website closed, I literally got an email saying there's a lawsuit going on, but you're not entitled to any furniture from our offices. Like, what?
What? I would love it if that was the whole email.
Yeah, it was
a lawsuit.
Where's my furniture?
Take anything.
Yeah, that was really weird. It's like, listen, guys, I'm glad you paid me $500 a month to drink more or less for free. I was at a point where Johnny Walker sent me a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue in the mail, simply because they're like, "Can you review this that we made?" I'm like, "Cool."
Why don't you have a review channel for liquor?
Yeah.
Well,
why don't you? They're
okay.
all out there and they do really well.
Okay,
and
well,
all they do is
okay.
Here's the problem.
No problem.
Nick has his liver is gonna fail in like 2 years.
No, it's not the problem. Honestly, no. I'm fine with that. The issue, no, there's actually not a problem.
You gotta suffer for the art.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, more than that, as part of my like, I'm damn near 40. It's time to like, stop acting like I'm in my 20s kind of shit. Is
Wait
that?
No,
hang on.
That's bullshit.
Is that? I'm actually I've been working with a friend of mine who actually worked with Newgrounds for many years.
Okay.
And I might be looking at trying to launch a site that's like but better than the one I worked for.
Okay.
Which
so
does
this might
like
be happening essentially.
Yeah, no. I'm like, listen, I realized like once in my life I was paid to drink.
Yeah.
There's no reason I can't do that again.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah, I was expecting you to counter my idea. Instead, you just said it's already happening.
A little bit by bit. I need to make sure. Well, I mean, the important thing I can talk about it on this show because like
just don't be friends with anybody you work with.
No, fucking nobody watches this show, so I can say this, and it's like as long as I can keep my name and brand away from it, there's a chance it might be successful.
Nah, I don't think there's anything wrong.
I don't think.
No, I think it works.
On top of that, right before a pandemic happened, I was about to get Nick a sponsorship with a local distillery.
Can we not tell depressing stories about things falling through because of the pandemic? Yeah, well, I mean that's a great thing. I think that would be. I was just thinking about it when you were talking about it. How many of these, like, I think they're all full of shit. Because then they convince me to buy the alcohol. I get it, and I'm like, it's not bad, but you're not tasting all these things, and I don't believe anybody has a tongue that's that good.
I do. I can tell. I mean, no, are you not a capitalist? Do you not believe the fact that I was paid for something means that I was good at it?
No, I guess I'm not.
I guess not. You fucking thank you.
I guess I've worked.
All right. So representing Antifa tonight, we have Edindro.
Yeah, I'm
here to talk about how the market of pallets isn't a real thing. I guess.
Yeah. No, everything is bullshit.
I say as I sip a PBR without shame.
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody who's watching that shit is doing it for effect anyway. So they're just like, oh, I guess that sounds good. It sounds like it tastes good.
Well, no, I'll tell you.
It tastes like oak.
Well, no, it does. No,
licking oak trees. You don't know what oak tastes like.
No, you actually do fucking figure out.
Don't judge me. I've licked oak trees before. You fucking fuck.
Yeah, he used to be an environmentalist. Okay, well, actually, hold on. Listen, Undoomed was kind enough to show up. What's your take on how wrong Ed is? I mean.
He agrees with me entirely.
Yeah.
Have you never like had like a fine liquor or a fine wine where you could actually, you taste things and you're like, oh fuck, wait, well, that does taste like raspberries. Why does that taste like raspberries?
Well, raspberries.
Of course.
Fuck off. There's a raspberry taste.
No one's asking you, Ed. I'm asking Undoomed.
Ed, shut the fuck up.
Oh, wait. You said rat's ass or raspberries?
Both. Have you ever
everyone
tasted a rat's asshole and then you drank like a craft beer and you're like, that's a rat's
I've had
asshole?
that experience lots of times. It usually tastes like a rat's ass, and then it turns into raspberries like 5 drinks in.
Yeah, when you're fucked up.
Yeah, it's one of these things like,
It tastes like you were fucked up.
I had to take enough sips in order for me to get it. Yes, this does taste like raspberries.
Oh my god, dude! See, but I'll sit there with the same alcohol, with the same bottle of liquor, and listen to these friggin' retards, and they're older than you usually, like, and they're doing really well.
Listen, I don't want anyone to be under the misapprehension here that I nor anyone else speaking with you right now does not think that you understand refined anything at all.
I just realized you dropping the act because you want to do this, and that you have to disagree with me unless somebody finds this clip.
No, you're wrong. You're fucking dead wrong, and I didn't just make a living.
You're a fucking liar. You're a liar.
I never lied.
Nick, I'm exposing you.
I've never lied. I've never lied. And you can't find any of my reviews. You want to know why? They were all owned by Defy Media, and now they're gone. So good luck proving that I ever gave a positive review to something that actually tasted like shit.
This one's getting deleted.
If you want to expose... No, I'm not going to do this the day before his birthday. Never mind.
Oh, come on. No. You open that door. You know what I say, Jables. You open the door, you walk through it.
All right. If you want to expose Nick for something, it should be bad jokes, and I will start sending screenshots of his terrible fucking jokes.
There we go.
Nick is playing a numbers game, dude.
I'm okay with this because it just proves that I actually try when you don't see me on camera. Because I know when you see me on camera on this show, it seems like I'm not even trying, and it's true. I'm not trying, but I try before I give up. See.
And then you hit stream.
There are no there are no jokes in your videos.
But not my videos. Yeah. No, my videos and this show are two separate failures.
Sorry?
I said my videos and this show are two entirely separate failures.
No. I've been enjoying your philosophical videos.
Yeah, but they're really boring and you suck.
No, I enjoy it.
Happy birthday, Nick.
I love you, Ed.
I love you too, buddy.
See,
I enjoy them too. I do enjoy them. I just hate the transatlantic accent. I don't know where you got that.
I don't know what you're talking. I honestly don't. I will periodically be able to like sit through like 2 to 5 minutes in one of my own videos. Because here's the thing. Everyone, they're always saying too, they're like, when you're going to put a video out, make sure you review it in post. Like, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I had to sit through that shit while I was editing it, and I had to make it. I don't want to watch it again.
I agree. Yeah. I totally agree.
But so,
especially for me.
Yeah.
I don't think what you said was fair.
Well, no. You watched it before you uploaded, then you never watched it again.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I watch it while I edit it. And then I rewatch clips to make sure I got those right, like just for the inserts. And I don't know this whole, like, everyone says, you have a transatlantic accent. Like,
that was one of my favorite jokes on one of my videos. If I can suck my own dick for a little bit. One of my favorite jokes was like, a lot of people, they come in here and they don't know what this channel is. And they ask me what this channel is. I don't know. I don't watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
if you can clue me in at any time, I'd love it.
The transatlantic accent is because you try really hard to get rid of like the New England accent.
One time you told me you had actual elocution classes. Is he still here? Or did he just walk away?
No.
He ran off to grab some smokes.
Okay.
No. I can hear. No, everything. So I can hear everything you say, Ed. Everything you think, in fact. But no, I never had elocution lessons. I just
went on YouTube and took elocution lessons.
No. I didn't take elocution lessons. I just found out what elocution was, and I'm like, I understand that.
I don't know how else to describe it. It's not technically a transatlantic accent, okay? But
well, I just don't sound like a retard from an Adam Sandler film, and being from Manchester, I am so happy
your
about
fucking
that.
words like Orson Welles.
Yeah, but he also doesn't do the, hey, tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
That's Walter
we will
Cronkite.
be discussing the weather.
I'm confused as to who did that now and why I am to blame.
I'm blame. See, you're doing it now. Blame.
Listen, you can
I'm not English.
you
but
can eat
I'm
the
trying.
entirety of my butthole, and after you're done, tell me if you thought it smelled of cherries and elderberry. How about that? Tonight.
The San Andreas fault finally.
Tonight on Top Chef, Edindro prepares. Tonight on Top Chef.
Tune in tomorrow to find out the results.
Yeah.
How many scuba divers are still alive?
When have I ever actually managed a show in which, it seemed like I was putting effort into it? No, wait, I mean, okay, you're wrong, and I'm not going to stand for it.
I'll go for that.
You're going too far. Nick,
so you're
broadcasting.
You're
anticipating our responses before we even get to respond.
Oh no, just Ed's
And
because
you're
no, just Ed's because he's very predictable. Is all I'm saying.
That's fair.
Okay. I don't have a comeback for that, actually. Next topic.
There we go. Anyway,
next.
We've surpassed the 1 hour mark. Now is when. What happened to Discord? Oh, Discord.
Now is when everything breaks.
No, this is actually weird because Discord has decided to take a shit on the desktop. Apparently. Oh, this is unfortunate.
Well, we can still hear you. So.
Oh no, you can still hear me, but when I try to bring up Discord, it's like a void. It's a black spot, and that's it.
And how is that different from normal?
Hey, Nick, tell me a number. I'll fucking pull people in for you. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, well, actually, just roll a number, and actually, I'm gonna leave it to you because people will believe you are less biased than I am. I hope.
All right, but before I do that, I'm gonna post the Discord link for everybody. Go ahead and hop into the Discords for your chance to talk to Edindro and Undoomed and Nick.
Well, actually, funny enough, apparently 16 minutes
talk
ago.
To Nick all the fucking time.
16 minutes ago, Ryan donated $20 saying happy late birthday.
It's early still, right?
It is, but I'm not going to refund that because he might be a time traveler and his money might be worth more by the time I get it. So, thank you, Ryan.
I'll be right back.
Also, hey, somebody pick a number between 1 and 3.
1.
There we go. Oh, also Futternut, Canadian money, so I'm sure I'll get some great coins with moose on them. But $2 through Super Chat saying, have you tried politics? I have not tried talking about...
Why did I choose a number, by the way?
Just because it's, it's like that movie, The Box. Someone's going to come to your house tomorrow, and then you get to push the button, and someone will die, but you'll make $1 million. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, but I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I knew you. It's like,
yeah, it's no, you
I'll push the shit out of that button.
It was who I was gonna pull in.
Can I push it twice?
Yeah, it's like it's somebody you don't know. Hang on, like somebody I knew. No, somebody you've never met. Oh, fuck. I hate most of those people.
Bam, bam, bam.
It's somebody I just spent like an hour and a half doing the show with earlier today.
Can I beat Bezos to the trillionaire mark with this button? But also, Futternut also threw $2 Canadian at me saying, jail, no fun, same as Nick. So, well, Futternut, listen, honestly. You don't have to hold my pocket, but if you like, get onto Discord, send me a P.O. box, I will cut one of the pockets out of my pants, and you can carry it around with you, wherever you want.
Oh, no, Butternut was in the waiting room for a while. He got his little pissy pants when Undoomed show up, so he just left.
Yeah, well
What?
What?
to anyone
What
like
did I
Hope,
do?
you fucking you took
Nothing. He got scared. He left.
Who got scared?
Oh.
Well, how it
Butternut.
worked, however it
He
worked,
couldn't
however
handle
it
the
worked.
pressure. He fucked off.
Yeah, I'm actually like I'm trying to get back into the notion of having fun with this show, as opposed to it being a job. And as part of that, well,
That's good.
yeah, if I have to have like a
That's
word,
certainly preferable.
yeah, and if a word of mouth sort of game of Chinese whispers has to result in Undoomed, who I used to hang out with all the time online, getting in here by virtue of Jables telling Edindro how to tell Undoomed how to get in here. That's
Yeah, it's not like you could have DM'd me.
well,
No,
I
he's
did
delegating.
no,
He's
I did
practicing.
suggest that, but then Jables pointed out that I fuck up Discord links every time I try it. So
Oh,
Also,
that is actually true. I've seen your Discord link and I've clicked it. It's like, nope, that doesn't work.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Keep in mind that, by Nick's own admission, he doesn't put any actual work into this shit.
what? No,
I told him to fix shit multiple times, and I even put it in a reminder section that we have in this Discord that
wait,
nobody else
hang
can
on,
see.
hang on. We have a reminder
When he
section?
doesn't fix it.
Hang on, hold on. We have a reminder. Oh wait, I can't look at Discord because it's just a black box for me now. That is so fucked up. Literally,
Trying to leave. We'll just do the shit.
I will fucking. Wait, I can't even screen share it to you guys because I need to do that
Yeah, I
through
mean, like
Discord.
me and Jables know how to do a show. We can take over for a bit.
No, it's fine. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Well, you figure your shit out. We can work
Yeah, it's
with
like- yeah, it's
Ed
like-
and Undoomed.
Happy birthday, dude. You get producers for a night.
Get the fuck out of here.
I still control the OBS, though.
Yeah,
Well, it's.
yeah, you're good, dude. It's,
Oh, well, you're gonna.
by
have
the
to-
way, welcome, Scooter.
Fuck you, Jables.
Hang on. All right. So Ben
you.
apparently thinks I owe him a pocket for him sending me a bit of leather armor. That's a completely different weird gay relationship, Ben. Okay. Now, we don't want to start mixing the genres of prison sex and leather together. All right. Now, I'm approaching middle age, so don't test me on this. Also, I can't see Discord, so you don't get in unless Jable says so. He's the gatekeeper now. And
At the same time, though, you're approaching middle age. You better take what you can while you can get it.
Yeah.
Say that again.
You're sure you're approaching it?
Yeah.
Wow, you really know how to cheer Nick up.
Yeah, I'm showing up on screen on a Friday night while my neighbor's party downstairs looking like a bearded tank girl, and you want to mumble something into your microphone? Really?
Oh, I heard what he said. Do you want me to translate?
Please.
He said, "You're nearly middle age, and you're." Sorry, I forgot the rest of it.
See, look, nobody knows what he said.
Of course.
Take what you can get, Nick, is what he said.
Yeah, I know, but I can only take it if I know what it's saying. Otherwise, for all I know, I'm going to end up on one of Onision and Chris Hansen channel shows. And then it's like, well, yeah, I mean, like, listen, he may sound like a fully grown man, but if the internet has taught me one thing.
There are voice changers.
That wasn't what
I've been trying to get on Chris Hansen's new show because I'm friends of a friend of Onision. Like it's
See, that's what I wish would have happened in the same way people bomb into like news programs. Can you imagine if people like tracked Chris Hansen's hunt method and then they got themselves like, hey, nah, bro, it's a fake account. I'm gay as fuck. I don't like 14-year-old girls, but yo, Chris Hansen, bro. Influencer shit.
no, wait.
I'm saying.
We talked about this a bit on the pre-show. People donated to Chris Hansen's cameo to get him to support maps.
Sorry, what?
For those who are not aware, MAP is the politically correct reclassification of pedophile. It's short for minor attracted person.
Yeah, or also as
but what was the thing again?
more commonly known pre-murder corpse, basically.
Yeah.
So
Degenerate.
Undoomed. So Chris Hansen has a cameo, and somebody donated money and got Chris Hansen to say that he was in full support of MAPS.
Oh
Minor attracted
my
person.
God!
Yeah,
How did he
it's
fall into that?
It's like a member of the LGBTQ community.
Because I knew he'd say it, because I knew he wouldn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
Oh, can everybody?
He knew he
no
wouldn't
idea.
know what it fucking meant. No, he had no idea.
He didn't know what it meant.
No.
So,
Well, I mean,
That's
that's
His fucking,
is that a
his
bad
fucking
thing?
moderators didn't catch it.
Is it a bad thing? Like, if you don't know what the whole map thing is, like, are you really missing out?
No, it's not. It's not.
only
it's not
when
a
you
bad
do a
thing.
cameo and we'll say what
It's
anybody
hilarious.
tells you to say.
It's just nice to keep up with current events and know these words, I guess, so you don't fuck up like that.
Yeah, no, it's just it was just a funny troll to get
To catch a
Chris
predator
Hansen
guy
in support-
to
Yeah,
to
to
be in
endorse
support of
fucking
pedophiles.
pedophiles.
Glad we explained all that.
I'm glad
Anybody
we
didn't
went
know.
through all of it. Yes.
Yeah, I love explaining jokes.
This
It's my
show
favorite
is
hobby.
on a purely upward trajectory at this point. I am so
Yeah.
happy.
It's great, I think.
Well, I mean,
You want to talk about? You want to complain about feminism or something?
I did
I
lose.
don't know. We could continue drilling into the.
I don't want to go back to 2016. Thank you very much.
What? Hang
Yeah,
on,
neither do
hang
I.
on. Did you know that trans people are trying to say that The Matrix is their movie now?
Oh
What?
yeah, because
Really?
the Wachowski sisters.
Is that really?
Yeah.
No, that's like the recent thing. It's this is the thing. It was like I was trying to say at the beginning though. It's hard to even make bits out of ordinary news now because everything
it's all sort of satirical in nature. Sort
no.
of.
Exactly. It's like you can't satirize reality anymore because reality has just become this warped version of the worst joke possible. I mean, it's
Honestly, I had no idea who made that movie up until I was told that movie was made by the Wachowski brothers, who are now the Wachowski sisters.
you'd never.
Wait.
Yeah.
Both of them transitioned?
Yeah.
It was just
Yes.
one, right?
Both of them did.
Both of them.
All right.
Well, yeah, but I'm just hang on.
I don't
I just want to
believe
clarify.
You know, I don't believe that.
Yeah, well, go look
Well,
it up.
I mean, I don't
Online,
believe it.
man.
No,
The
they're
picture
faking. This
exists.
is all.
Well,
It's all publicity.
no,
then,
but Jables, are you saying
Well,
you'd
that
never?
may very well be, but they still did it.
They did it. Yeah, I'm reading about it now. Oh wow, weird.
Hang on. What if what they were
Mhm.
trying to say is that the second two movies in the trilogy were the their versions of transition?
Looking at pictures, these are-
Granted that
are
because
beautiful women.
because it was full of nothing more. Because it was full of nothing more though than like leather sex clubs and a very disappointing endgame.
I think being
Yeah,
gay just
it
isn't enough
should have
now.
been
I
a
think they're
clue.
just both gay.
Yeah.
It's just not enough to be gay anymore.
Well, they tried.
Gays
I
are
mean,
off the list.
the last two
It-
movies left everyone with a
Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions are fucking shit.
Yeah, but
Trash.
no,
There's bad movies.
they're bad
The
movies. But
first
if
one
if
ended
you
on such a perfect note,
But-
just like The Last of Us. God damn it! You know,
But-
you just leave it alone.
God damn.
well,
it,
hold on. Listen, if you actually like if you've played, I remember the Path of Neo video game, right? And
Mhm.
at the end of that, you've got these two fat bearded guys sitting
That game
in
sucks, by the way. I remember that.
in pixelated chairs saying, "Hey, so we realized the end of the movie's kind of left on this like whole Jesus message. We thought maybe we'd just give you a giant Smith to fight." And the thing is if you like, I remember watching the third Matrix movies in theaters. I watched the second one. I'm like, well, that was entertaining. It was kind of like, you watch Shawshank Redemption and then you watch Con Air as a follow-up. Yeah. And then And then you get to the third film, and it's like, oh, he's
I feel like
Jesus.
That's unfair to Con Air.
Oh, he's Jesus. He's Jesus is what this is. He's Jesus. Okay, cool. He went before the Jews and said, I can fight Satan, and then he went and fought Satan. Okay, great. And now we're hearing it's a trans allegory. And was Jesus trans? Because I know he wasn't white to begin with, so I'm wondering if it's a reverse Rachel Dolezal thing they're pushing. I don't get it.
They're just
But this is just something they came up with now.
Exist because of I hated that. It jumped the shark immediately with the second one. It's just like
it's just something they're saying now.
Well, the worst part about hang on.
Sci-fi narrative.
Well, the worst thing I remember actually hearing like fan theories about what the second movie would be, and it would be that the Matrix, the system, starts giving superpowers to people who are willing to work for it, and I'm like, that is an interesting plot line. I could follow that. That way you
know
up.
What I like though, like the only other good Matrix products was the Animatrix, where people got to make short films and short stories about.
Oh,
That was good. That was pretty good.
Animatrix.
Yeah, that was
Take
pretty
the
good.
concept, do something wholly original. Don't try to follow a trilogy.
Well, you know what? It's funny though, because the Matrix actually was more prophetic than we thought. Because when the Matrix came out, it was a sort
Because
of
we're
thing.
all like wired up to machines who control our lives.
Well, no, I was just gonna say that it was teaching us that like revamping, rebooting, and making sequels to older properties that worked in their time and we all loved them is not a good idea.
Yeah.
They gave it. That was the first of that, really. I think. Yeah.
It can be good.
But I mean, what do I know about movies, right? Undoomed.
Can
What do
be
you
good.
think?
Like it can
I think
be.
we should not be doing all these fucking reboots.
So
I'm
wait,
sick and
you're
tired
saying-
of these fucking reboots?
Well, I was thinking to myself the other night. I mean, can you imagine if they tried to reboot Goonies for 2020?
I'm
you
sure
can't
they
do
will
that.
at some point. I'm
All-
sure they will.
Stop. No. Never reboot Goonies.
No.
That-
Yeah,
All
I'm
of
sure
the
they will.
Goonies.
Fucking talk about that.
Every
And
one
when
of
I say
they
it
will.
can be, you need to understand, like, there's a significant amount of time that can pass where a reboot makes, and not even just a reboot, a remake, right? Like, reboot implies that there's a whole franchise or whatever. But, like, we remade so many 1950s movies in the 80s and onward that weren't bad, right? But because so much time had passed, like 30 years passes, and you can remake something for the modern age. But, like, we're
okay,
not
but
waiting.
the
We're
Goonies-
rebooting things after like no
Goonies-
time at all.
But the Goonies exists in that time for a specific reason.
Because it was made in that time.
well, not just that,
No,
but
you
imagine.
only make the Goonies because
Okay,
of what the Goonies
yeah,
is.
but imagine, if you will, what the studios would do if they tried to remake the Goonies for 2020. For one thing, Chunk would be on Atkins, or he'd be on the Carno diet. He's body positive, right? And then I can't remember what was the retarded
healthy at any size.
what was the retarded
He-
Superman character? Hang on, no, somebody tell me what was his name. Chunk's best friend, the conehead
Uncle.
guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember.
Sloth. Yes. Now, yeah. So Sloth would be nonverbal autistic, but communicates with flashcards.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Asian kid would not be smart because that's a stereotype.
Family would be literal Nazis.
Corey
families.
Feldman would resume his role because
I knew you
as we can
Feldman would just be Corey Feldman.
no because as we can tell he never grew up. The kid who played Samwise Gamgee when he grew up would be played by Edward Norton.
Sean Astin.
Oh, sure.
would be played by Edward Norton.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Edward Norton, and it's gonna be because they have to have an adult there, because otherwise, if they get into danger,
Wait.
If they remade the Goonies, which they might, it would be the Stranger Things kids.
Amy Schumer is gonna play the Ma of the gangster gang.
I would.
Amy
I
Schumer
would do it.
as Ma.
Okay.
That old woman was
one
so
sec.
fucking funny, dude.
That would have landed.
Yeah,
That would have landed,
who-
but
Who was she? I don't know her name.
What?
Okay, I would be on board for this casting as long as they made themselves look short, like Gary Oldman did in Tiny Toon.
Yeah, that's a limited range on that joke, dude.
Crab.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Fuck off.
I,
The Goonies is fucking classic crap.
Well, no, you know what? Actually, I don't think a reboot is in order. I think like a reimagining, but in the same universe, sort of like where. Well, no, not Ghostbusters.
I actually agree with
but
Crab, by
only
the way.
because. Well, I only say this because I want Josh Brolin to play the same role he played, but that kid, after all that went down, because it was so traumatic and it was the biggest event that ever happened to him, went to live in those caves. And then when the new assortment of fat kid, Asian, 4 white kids and a girl show up, he's like, "You don't know what you're into here. I've been here for long." And he's speaking with his Thanos voice too, right? I tried to guard this treasure for a long time.
Or this cable voice, yeah.
Yeah, his Kano voice.
The point does not. No,
Goonies does not suck.
I agree with Crab in that The Goonies is one of those movies that got way overrated because of the nostalgia factor, but it's still a great movie, and it's a movie that is. It's going to be solidified in history because movies like that don't exist anymore.
Well,
they don't exist.
Well, it was lucky enough to come out around the same time as Princess Bride, which is a perfect,
another one, yeah.
Perfect movie.
But also could be said that it's overrated because.
Well, actually, no. You know what? Everyone else, shut up, because I've asked this question of a number of people, and I've got Undoomed here, and he knows movies. He loves movies. He's worked.
You
on
should
them.
let him talk more. He's
well, I would like to know. So, Undoomed. I've recently declared Kung Fu Hustle and The Princess Bride as perfect movies, like films that they never waste a second. You can watch them over and over again. Everything about them, like if you changed anything, they wouldn't be the right film. What do you think is? Name, if you can, 1 to 3 perfect films.
I would say that Back to the Future is a perfect film.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I rewatched the whole series recently, and I would say even the third one fits in the whole trilogy. I think it's a perfect trilogy. And I didn't feel that way about the third one until I rewatched them all at once as my age now. They all work excellently
but
together.
especially the first one.
Especially the first one, yeah.
The first one could have stood alone, and it would have been
But I don't feel
perfect.
like they jumped the shark at any point in that series.
No, they didn't. But the first, I'm not saying the second 2 are perfect movies, but the first one is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Ghostbusters
So
had a bit of a...
hold on. Everyone, shut the fuck up. Hang on. Undoomed, who has barely spoken and has it was voted one of the best voices on YouTube. Would you mind speaking more about? I mean, can you think of any other films you would describe as perfect, like perfect movies that never need to be
Or
changed?
near perfect, even. Perfect is hard. But near perfect,
Full Metal Jacket, maybe.
Yeah.
That one kind of depends.
In its in the fashion that it was made.
Oh wait, I got it. Aliens.
What the genre?
Aliens.
Alien.
Okay.
Wait, with the S?
With
Are
an
you
S,
serious?
of course. Of
Oh,
course.
come on.
The first
that's
one
like-
was
that's like
okay.
saying
The
Jaws
first
2.
one was okay, but Aliens, that's a perfect movie.
Well, that's the one.
The first one was
I got
so
into a
much better.
whole conversation about this not too long ago.
Well, the
That was more
first.
polarizing than you
first
think.
movie.
This hang on.
Like,
Well,
but-
here's the thing. It's kind of like Terminator and Terminator 2, right? T2,
Yeah, you're right.
which honestly I think almost you could say that fits in that category. Like, there's not a moment wasted. There's no needlessly drawn out
Right.
scenes. Everything feeds the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But Aliens, like, if you'd never seen Terminator and you saw T2, then you would watch Terminator.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have to.
And you
watch
wouldn't have
Terminator.
it. But
That's true.
Aliens is the same thing. Like, if you watch Aliens, that is.
There's hints that there was a movie before, but there is no.
Well, yeah, and then you
reliance on
watch it
Right,
because
right.
you're so into it. Aliens was Aliens, honestly, like, I think that
it. It was
approach is
great, but
not a moment wasted again. But the thing is like, I think more people probably got into Alien because they saw the sequel. in the same
Here's
way
the thing,
that
though.
T2
Yeah, that's probably
brought
true.
people around.
No, but there's also a weird thing with Aliens is that I don't know that you can properly categorize
Holy shit!
the
Wait a
first
second.
one and the second one as the same genre.
Hang on, wait a second.
No, they're not. I mean, the first one
No,
is a
they're
horror
entirely
movie,
different
and the
You've got a
second one is
horror
an
movie
action
and an
movie.
action movie. I prefer horror than
Hey Ed, do you remember
action.
that time you were telling me about how you hated how people were talking over each other all the time?
Yeah, you tried to interrupt me and I kept talking.
Yeah. No,
Go ahead.
You should shut up.
no, Undoom, you were gonna say.
No, I agree that it's two different types of movies. It's a horror and an action movie, but the second one has had so much impact on our culture and our video games and everything, and it's
That's
just
true.
immeasurably valuable to our culture, and I love that movie so much.
But see, the first one does too, but in a different way though. Like
No,
the
but it
first
didn't really have any impact. I mean, it was a
Well, here's-
nice
It
horror
did.
movie.
Well,
one,
here's
the second one.
Here's-
but
here's a fun inversion
not
of
as
that.
much as its sequel.
Well, here's a fun
Right.
inversion of that though.
In terms of video game culture and all that, you're right.
Well, yeah, but consider that.
Well, just
Consider
pop culture in general.
well, consider the
Yeah.
consider the relationship between Alien and Aliens, and
Mm-hmm.
then consider how tryhard Predator 2 was compared to the first one. They were trying
Although
to
I
do
do-
that
I
same
do
thing.
Yeah.
That was
I
an,
do really like
I thought you
Predator.
guys were talking about.
I do like.
It's hard.
Predator
It's hard
too.
to make a second Predator movie. It doesn't really have the same staying power.
no, and
You're
well,
right,
that's
yeah.
because like the notion of like discovering a fucking deadly alien species while you're a spacefaring species in sci-fi, it's like yeah, that can go places. But
Right.
if you're working on this alien quietly and secretly comes to our planet just to kill badasses.
Yeah, it'll only be that kind of '80s remake with this. You know, the
Yeah.
second one is the same thing as the one before.
Although I did think
what they really should have done is just they should have, had someone go out into space and find their home world. But obviously they couldn't do that back then with those special effects they had. Now it would have been a great movie. Probably.
They tried
Now
that.
it's been over.
They tried that.
Now,
I'm
they
not
did.
saying that. I'm not saying they should do it now. I'm just saying if they could have done a sequel now, it would have been a better movie.
If that would have been Predator 2 at that time, absolutely.
Yeah.
I did
Now-
like Predators though. The
here's
that
what-
one
better.
was that one was good. It was
okay.
it wasn't like mind-bogglingly great or anything. It was just okay. That's cool. That's
But I
certainly
think-
better than anything else you've put out with this fucking Alien versus Predator bullshit and all that.
What? Hang on.
yeah,
What did
they-
you think about the
they-
Adrian Brody? What did you think about the
Uh,
Adrian Brody vehicle
Yeah,
there?
Oh, that's kind of isn't that interesting? He's not bad, but he is overacting.
Oh, in that film? Oh, everyone is. You've got the Russian. You've got the Russian.
Yeah. But he is really overacting.
Well, yeah, but the whole
I think
thing.
But the
though,
thing
because
is,
that's kind of-
it's not bad because maybe he is overacting as a character.
intentionally though. No,
Yeah,
I mean,
because he has to be he has to be so badass, because he's keeping up
Well,
with
yeah,
appearances.
but
Maybe, but it is
Well,
kind of corny.
I kind of think
I don't
also
see it as a
on that.
character. I see it as a genre thing. I
Yeah.
think it was a nod to what it is.
Well,
It's
on
a
the-
self-reference.
Yeah,
on the sa-
maybe.
well,
I didn't
on the
really
same-
have a problem with it.
I didn't have. Well, that's the thing. It was like it was kind of like Alien Resurrection, right? Alien Resurrection
Oof.
was a bad
Don't kid
movie. It was a
Oh, you're not going to say you like that one, are you?
no. I'm not
Well-
gonna say I liked it. What I was gonna say though is that it's
I liked
it's
it as trash. I thought it was good trash.
well, no, but it's forgettable as another sequel. So like we've got that Adrian Brody vehicle where he's facing off again, and that was Predators, right? What was that? Yeah, where they're all
Predators.
Yeah.
yeah. So like all of a sudden, everything we know about this species, they come to planets to hunt their most badass people. They're like, no, we're now going to abduct them like aliens. Like we saw these other aliens abduct these guys, and we're gonna do that now with their badasses, and we're gonna get. Because like a Yakuza assassin and a
Wasn't it
spec.
for like an arena?
Well, no,
type
yeah,
deal?
it was a huge arena, and I love it though because it was basically just a video game. Because they're like, okay, we've got a Yakuza assassin. Like, why would you possibly
It's not
think?
illogical. It's
Why
it's
is a
almost like you're
mafia
watching-
assassin? You're like a top tier warrior in your mind. Okay, fine, whatever. You watch too much
I don't
internet.
It's almost like though you're watching from the prey's standpoint, the
No,
evolution of the predator.
No, you're
Because
watching.
We evolved like that.
You're watching. No, you're watching from a really lazy predator species. They've got. Here's how I'm gonna. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna retcon. Hang on. I'm gonna retcon. I'm gonna retcon
I feel
this.
like the predators are like
hang on. I'm gonna retcon this right now. Here's how that movie happened. So in the predator species, much in the shitty way that they posed it in the last film that they made, where they had a female predator that was sometimes badass or whatever, what it comes down to is there's also a subspecies of bureaucratic media watcher predators. And they watch all of the broadcast internet shit that makes it out to space. And then they got the impression that on the planet Earth, every Spetsnaz guy is a giant mindless Russian who just wants to gun everything down with a minigun. And then also the Yakuza is on the same level as Spetsnaz / the Green Berets. And then we're gonna bring them all. We're gonna bring them all to a planet because Predator World has become Ninja Warrior US Intergalactic Edition. And it's a reality show at this point. What you didn't see in that Predator movie was Adrian Brody was being followed around by an invisible Predator drone, and all the Predators at home are voting on their tablets as to which one of these American badasses is going to make it through the movie.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I like the idea of a Predator movie where the Predator comes down thinking that everyone is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger badass or whatever, but it comes to 2020 and just sort of like slaughters a whole city, and then it's like, this is not fun anymore, and then they leave forever. Yeah. And they just die out.
Yeah.
They have no
no, actually, more than that. No, more than that. This is something the Ben Shapiro's out there and the especially like the we must defend Western civilization types will love. Is that Predator comes down in L.A. to reenact Predator 2, and instead of finding Danny Glover, he finds Donald Glover, and Donald Glover has been fasting for several days, and he's about to eat an avocado. And you see Predator vision. He's like, he has a dead thing in his hand that's a weapon, and then he offers it to him. He's like, I will kill it. Wait a second, hang on. Ooh, this is really good with French dressing. And then that's how we discover that the predator species is overtaken by the alien species because they became a bunch of pussies.
They gentrified.
All of a sudden, you see a predator and all of his dreadlocks have like seashells in them, and he's wearing like Tommy Bahama cargo shorts. And fucking Crocs, and he's like, well, listen, it takes a while for your information to reach our planet, so as far as I'm concerned, these babies are still in style.
Any other perfect movies we can talk about Predator all night?
I think we killed it with that one.
We can go.
I think we got it. I think we nailed it. So, because I can't see Discord, who is here?
Freddy versus Jason.
Who is here?
By the
Freddy
way,
versus Jason? Are you kidding?
Oh God!
Yes, I was actually.
Can we stop? Hang on, hold on. I gotta manage this.
I did get pretty. I did enjoy
I have to
it on
manage.
some
I have to manage this show as best as I can. I can't see Discord right now.
Who's in the Discord?
Well, no, we've had a guest here who hasn't said shit.
Dina's in the Discord.
There's Dina and Arawino.
Yeah, but who did we bring in, or did he leave?
Oh no, sir!
I'm still fucking here.
Exactly.
Kick him out.
Don't ignore me.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm trying to bring the attention back to you, man. I value your, appearance.
Whatever it is you do.
Bullshit.
I'm trying my best here, okay? Listen, I mean, if I could turn this whole show right around and go back to Amazon reviews if you want. But, I mean, we're at 1 hour 50. Do you want to cap off? Do you want to cap off your very engaged segment with anything?
Thanks for coming.
What the fuck am I supposed to add to this?
No, sir. That's up to you.
Yeah, anything. Literally, I mean, take your time too, because apparently that's what we're all doing tonight.
I don't have anything. I just dropped in because I haven't been on in a while and I couldn't fucking sleep.
All right, get out
Ow,
of here.
fuck me.
Well, okay, actually, here's a fun thing. Do you want to nominate the next person to come in here since I can't see the Discord?
I'm just gonna bring the only person left.
I'm the only one
If
here.
there's only one other person left, then it leaves him no options, and he can take the crown for nominating them.
Yeah, I'm the only one. I'm it.
You can't see it, but we've already done it.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Nick, it's Rhino.
No.
Yeah, it's F Lube.
Well, I can't even see if he's here. So, sir is watching. Have a fantastic evening. Christ, I wanted to end this year on a positive note.
Yeah, the 20 was from me. I don't know why it's my real name. Maybe because I didn't use what do you call it? I used my regular credit card.
Well, I was really I was actually more intensely hoping that that Jables had been managing this entire nightmare correctly, but I guess not. So it's up right now.
Sorry, nobody else was available to pull in.
You guys are completely ignoring chat too. That was the really. I mean, I'm sitting there listing off all these names that are like perfect movies.
Fifth Element. That was a great movie.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. Syphilis just.
No.
Rhino, it's not my fault that people don't listen to me.
Right, Fight Club is in there. That's a great movie.
Fight Club. I'll buy that.
Pitch Perfect. It's a great movie.
Oh, it was
Army of Darkness.
What?
Not. Yes, Army of Darkness.
Our Army of Darkness is debatable, but
no, it's not.
Will tell you it's a great.
And I also put 7 in there.
Oh,
Children.
7. Oh yeah, I'll buy 7.
Hang on. What about Children Under the Stairs?
Underrated movie.
Oh,
and I think another one is The Cabin in the Woods. That's a fucking incredible movie.
Oh, you went modern
Oh,
on
that one where they break the fourth wall about being trapped in the cabin.
Well, it's not bad, but it's not a perfect movie.
I wouldn't call it perfect.
Yeah, it's got some dead spots. But when they take the elevator down and you see all the monsters, I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
Actually, here's
a
more.
It's very revealing.
Here's a more difficult.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Here's a more difficult question. Here's a more difficult question, and this came to mind thanks to the reference to Fight Club. What movies are better than the books they're based on?
I don't read.
2001, obviously.
I haven't read it, so I can't say.
Oh, it's an amazing book. The movie is a piece of shit compared to the book.
No. Okay, no, you got to invert.
The movie is better than the book.
Yeah.
Because
okay,
it's more rare.
The book is better than the movie. That's what I'm saying.
Which can you think of a movie that is better than the book it was based on? Because I think Fight Club.
I mean, most of the time the movie is probably worse than the book, right?
Hence why it's a bit of a challenge.
Question.
Yeah.
Well, there's time constrictions. I mean,
I can go. I can say. I can say Fight Club.
I think a more interesting question is the fact that what books are the opposite.
No, because that's a really easy thing is to say which books are better than the movies. Most
no,
books.
I'm saying no. I'm saying it's more interesting to talk about which movies are better.
That was the question I just asked. Yeah. Now, in my honest opinion, Fight Club was a better movie than a book.
I've never read the book, so
I've heard the opposite.
You have to have read multiple people. I do have. I think The Shining is a better movie than the book because I'm. People don't agree with me on this. The Shining was a better movie than the book. Stephen King is a fucking hack, and Kubrick is a genius. So.
Okay. Well, you could also.
Well, Stephen King fucking hated the fucking movie because it.
Oh my God! Speaking of Stephen King, The Mist, the movie, was a better movie than The Mist, the book. The ending was so beautiful, and Stephen King didn't even write it.
Okay. Stop. Real quick. I do have a question. can I include like a series as opposed to just like a straight up movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
No, I think so.
Only because I hate you.
He's gonna
Just
say
say
he's
what
gonna
you
say
want.
he's gonna say it.
I
He's
know,
gonna
I
say
thought we were
it.
buddy. I thought we would cuddle.
Instead of asking the question, why don't you just offer the
Oh,
answer?
well, we'll still cuddle. I'm just know I'm gonna hate you while I'm cuddling.
That's normal.
I don't like a hate cuddle. That's not fun.
Yeah, but
You know,
so
hey, I gotta say to Edindro real quick. You're the reason I was compared to you as far as content output. Somebody said you're just like Edindro as far as how much content you put out, and so I had to stop my YouTube channel just so I could beat you in how much content I didn't put out.
Oh, that's not going to work out for you, I don't think. I don't know if that's a good strategy.
No. Okay, for those of you that don't know, ROI know.
come
He
on.
has the best content on the internet. Period.
Okay.
He's got a burrito review, which will. Wow, I mean,
Just
I
say
kind
hard
of,
on-
I
hard
kind of
on for-
enjoyed when you trolled everyone there. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, the Sofane video.
Edindro.
You can't just say I trolled people. You have to be specific.
Ed is suddenly so erect he doesn't even know how to handle himself.
Maybe I don't know, 4 months ago or something. I
Was
don't
it the
remember.
riot stuff?
It was like you're talking about someone had died or whatever. It was really serious, like you were going to end it with a GoFundMe or something.
And then I like advertised my Twitch.
Oh,
I have no idea. how it ended.
Yep.
It's just,
I'm surprised
I-
you watched any of my shit. I'm really happy.
I just saw that and that was funny. I don't remember what it was about, but
That sounds
remember it
like
was
you're
funny.
talking about the one where I was talking about
Yep.
how the riots are so bad,
Yeah.
and then I just broke it completely after like 4 minutes
It was like
of making like a
you're-
generic sad
you-
YouTube video.
Yeah, it looked like you're about to cry, and then
Literally
and
wetted
you
my
just-
eyes, but it didn't show up on the camera. I had a whole bit talking about it, but I was like, the camera's so shit that I can't see my eyes. Yeah, I appreciate that you watched that. That's funny. I like that you like that because a lot of people bought it and didn't watch the whole video, so I got comments about how I'm a little bitch boy or whatever.
Oh, really?
And literally lost subscribers because of it. But you know, I'm not in it for the money or anything.
yeah. I actually,
neither am
hang
I.
on. On
Holy
that,
shit.
on that note, because I'm like paying attention to the clock now, and I'm trying to keep this at 2 hours because I haven't eaten.
No,
anything
no,
in
no,
2
no,
days.
no, no, no,
You
no,
shut
no.
the fuck up,
Wrong.
Ed.
You got on
Hey,
Doom.
Nick, you can leave anytime you want. We don't need you here.
Yeah, he's making way too much money. He's got to end this now.
Yeah.
Undoom's got to do a stream.
Yeah, listen, and also like there's the fucking side quest going on right now. Also, every attempt we've had to actually bring guests in has resulted in Ed just speaking over them, and then me encouraging Undoom to speak over Ed. It's been a fun night.
Undoomed and I were having conversations that you interrupted. By
Exactly. Yes.
Right.
You were having grand conversations here.
So rude.
I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna drag this fucking big tent down now though because I need.
You're like a Karen.
I need to take a piss, and I'm not gonna leave this show.
Why can't you just take a piss? Jesus Christ! You always
get
do.
a bucket.
Where's your bucket?
Yeah, it's like, what kind of professional are you? Where's your bucket? Oh, your penis doesn't flop down low enough. I see.
I would love to see that on air.
Nick, you're really showing your age. You're like an old man.
I'm so glad we brought this back around to the title of this actual episode.
Yeah, you
Showing
can
my
say
age.
we.
Look at that, Ed. Honestly, like, we need to make a competitor to SNL because they're so bad. We could totally dominate Saturday night simply by making one joke and then coming back around to it at the end of it.
The outrage we would cause.
It would be wonderful. Also, Jables would finally feel like honored to be here, as opposed to just my
Obligated.
Discord slave apparently, because my Discord's not working and it's just a blank void on my goddamn screen. But if it wouldn't be a show if something didn't go wrong. So that being the case, I'm gonna leave it up first to Rhino.
That's my motto.
Rhino, what do you want to leave us with tonight? What you have the floor. Speak your piece. Say what you like. Anything you want.
Damn it. You know what? I just want to say that it's good to be back talking with some people, especially you, Nick. Happy birthday, man!
Well, thank you, mate.
Hope you spend the 20 wisely. Get yourself in some some cheap booze or something like that. Jables, good to talk to you again. Undoomed, it's always a pleasure. And Edindro, first time, but you're a piece of shit.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You really picked up on his nature quickly. Holy shit. That was well done. I mean, Rhino, I know you're a good judge of character, but I didn't know you could actually understand a person's nature that fast.
You get it. You get it.
But yeah, honestly, dude, come Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I had a whole show planned. I actually did even go the extent of inviting Doug Stanhope on tonight's show because we have an outstanding date. He told me he'd come on the show. And I will get him on the goddamn show, but I couldn't get him.
Coming somewhere else.
I have some vacation time built up, and I got some money coming to me this week. So I'm thinking I might just go out to visit Doug Stanhope just to show him how Discord works.
Just to go out to Bisbee and take a test and.
That's a hard thing, man.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, like, if you show up at the Bisbee Funhouse now, like you might get turned away. Because he is still in lockdown.
I don't know.
Well, no, I mean,
Stanhope and I will chat.
No, it'd be cool because like you could actually sit, like if you're refused entry, you could sit out at the gate and you could just write out like a notepad, like a spiral notepad page worth of instructions for Charlie, and then you could be like, yeah, here, that's how that's done. Enjoy. Oh, then just
with bleach, but make sure you read the instructions before it dries.
Yeah, just pass another note and it says like, I don't have COVID, but I've got loads of mushrooms.
Somebody called me a Dollar General.
Oh, that's what I should do. I should get on there with a shit.
Did you hear that? I'm a Dollar General JonTron. I love that. That is so great.
Right.
Like, you fuckers don't have any money anyway. You proved that. So.
All right. Well, listen.
No, you do have the same cadence and voice. So yeah,
I
agree with that.
God damn, I feel bad about ever calling him a comedian. Then shit.
Yeah, I feel bad about you doing that too. It makes me cringe. I'm just a regular guy, bro.
I'm just a regular guy who hates his life and tries to find shit funny so he doesn't kill himself.
I love my life. What is your problem? Why are you projecting onto me, you piece of shit? I love my life. I say that every time. Every time we get in these fucking conversations about your existential crises, I tell you, everything is great. Everything is good.
That's a really good point. Honestly, everything I've ever gotten to know about you says you love life.
Nick, you've done even worse by me because I told you I was doing some open mics.
Who's talking about you?
It's me as aspiring comedian, and I'm like,
what's your deal?
Fuck.
What's your deal, dude?
Fuck you. I'm an aspiring open micer. I had a whole set, and then it's like, oh, we're shutting down all the shit, and I'm like, well, that didn't work.
You just need to loosen up all your muscles.
No, Jables is basically farm league to my like little league in terms of comedy right now, and I'm okay with that. All right.
By the way, I have an excellent vegan joke I want to run by you after.
Hence the farm thing. Anyway.
Hey Ed, can you answer me a question?
No.
Can people with Down syndrome use 23andMe?
You're loud.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. That's the right now. I gotta say that is the best one-liner I have heard since Mitch Hedberg died. I shit you not. Fuck me, my God.
Oh,
disavowed.
God, oh shit! Right. That's better than the peaches thing. God damn it!
Best goddamn joke of the night, Rhino. I mean, thank you for the $20 there, but that I consider that joke my birthday present. Okay, Undoomed. Your turn.
Yes.
Anything at all.
Yes, I'd like to plug the importance of this election, and please vote for big tits this November.
Wait. Now you're gonna have to be more specific.
Yeah.
No,
Hang
no.
on.
Oh, wait.
No, I don't. Vote for big tits.
Biden's or Trump's?
No, they don't have tits. Vote for big tits.
Oh, just actually vote for. Yeah, okay, I got you. I'm down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a libertarian.
I-
Joe Jorgensen. I got it.
I'm a centrist. I want sort of moderate tits.
I want big tits in the office.
I have an actual campaign message.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. All right.
Your vote is clear with Ari Shaffir. Vote Ari Shaffir 2020 for the president of the Legion of Skanks podcast.
This has been a fantastic pre-birthday stream. It's time to end now. It's time to end. Yeah.
We'll see you in 1 hour for the actual birthday
Fuck.
stream.
Oh God. You have no idea how many people have been like, "What was that 6-hour midnight thing you did with that dog guy?"
Oh, it was only perfect. Fuck you guys. Fuck everyone. Shit, that was amazing. It was a great stream.
And this show, start a new one. Let's have some fucking fun.
Sometimes you just gotta